Thanks, David. Yeah, it's been a great night tonight. Really enjoyed it. I'm not just going to say that because Amanda's my wife, but she's been absolutely phenomenal. I honestly do recommend you buy a book. Need to state as well, obviously, with a title like Death to All Men, we are happily married. I need to state that first of all. So, but I'm going to do some flash fiction tonight, actually, as well. I've been working a lot recently on pieces and poetry and stories that tell multiple viewpoints, some frequently at the same instant. And this is a quite short story, this one. It's called The Past, and it tells it from three different viewpoints. Part one, the man. He was halfway back towards the bus stop before he realised he hadn't bought anything. No milk, no bread, no 4-pack of lager. The rain had stopped, but the pavement still shimmered like it was smiling as he got to the bus stop. Got on the bus and was home in less than 10 minutes. He went to that shop most evenings, always after work on the way home. Always the same things. He liked the woman who ran it. She was more friendly than either of the shops that were on either side of his flat. He didn't see her at first. Just the back of a coat, a hand reaching for a tin of soup and a loaf of bread. He'd followed her to the queue, lost in his thoughts about work and the meeting on Monday, then she turned. Time doesn't stop. It never does. But something in him did. She looked older, of course. They both were 10 years older. He asked himself afterwards, for her eyes were the same, sharp, raging against everyone. She blinked once, and he thought he saw the flicker of recognition of the faded light. He didn't speak. Didn't move. One foot stood in light to the tills, the other. She gave the smallest nod. Not agreed, not quite. More an acknowledgement of something that had once been. He turned, stepped outside and shut the door behind him. The street swallowed him whole until he got on the bus. Part two. She. She heard the bell ring before she saw him and didn't notice when he rushed past her, grabbed a loaf of bread and carried on down the next aisle. She didn't turn right away when he got to the till, a few minutes later, keeping her hand on a tin of soup and bread. She'd had a bad stomach over the last few days, and while not enough to keep her sick from work, it still left her uncomfortable every time she ate something. Only she heard a mumble, a breathing that sounded familiar. He hadn't changed much. He was a little greyer, a little more tired on the eyes, but the way he stood half in, half out of the shop, like he wasn't sure if he'd come in or just wandered for a disinterested dream, that was the same. She didn't smile, just looked, let the moment between them stretch like a thread pulled too tight. He didn't say a name. He didn't need to. It was there in the way his eyes flicked to the shelf behind him, then back again, in the way he stood still like the floor might give way if he moved too quickly. She nodded just once. A small thing, a quiet thing. Not enough, and then he stepped back, leaving his basket, and quietly walked outside. She stood there a moment longer, hand still on the soup, heart beating in a rhythm she hadn't heard in years. Then she passed a tin and bread to the attendant and carried on. Part 3. The shopkeeper. He'd seen a lot from behind that counter. Argument over scratch cards, flirtations over chewing gum, children trying to sneak sweets into their parents' baskets without them seeing it. This was different. The bell rang and he looked up from the till. The man came in like somebody stepping into a memory. Hesitant, shoulders tight, eyes scanning the shelves like they were unfamiliar territory, rushing past an older woman and joined her at the till moments later. Then she turned. He recognised her too. Used to work in the cafe down the road where his parents used to own the shop. Came in every Thursday for oat milk and a magazine. Then one day she stopped. People do that. They vanish from routines like birds from a wire. The couple didn't speak, just stood there, the two of them, the tension lingering. She nodded. He turned away and ran out of the shop. The shopkeeper didn't say a word, just watched the doors swing shut, then slowly again for the next customer. A teenager asking for a chocolate bar and a Lucozade. He took the payment off the woman, handed over the change, and glanced once more at the door. Some moments don't need words. They just need someone to witness them. That's me done, guys. So I've been a bit miserable tonight.
Thank you so much. Wow, I filled an entire page with quotes from what you just read.
For you.
I love the way you're describing things from three perspectives. What a great and fascinating viewpoint or viewpoints together. And I love the way people are thinking. No milk, no, I bought, recognizing that he bought nothing, no milk, no bread, no pint. And the way you're describing eyes in many of these characters, her eyes are pointed and raging. You describe his eyes, grayer, tired around the eyes. Very powerful portraits just in describing their eyes. You can see a whole character, a characterization in there. I love those children who are sneaking sweets into their parents' baskets when they weren't looking. Um, anyhow, and yeah, when people vanish from their routines, and you wonder where did they go, and yet this happens so often. Thanks a million. Well done. Oh my. We go now to, it should be easy. I just saw the list. We go now to whoever's next. Just go right ahead.
You better turn me off, David. You're recording as well, mate.
Carolyn is
Merci.
next.
Thank you so much for reminding me.